Hello, welcome back. Last time I got myself a bronze shield, so that was nice. Explored a bunch of this floor, got a fair bit of it clear. I know that there's a goblin biter to the south. I think I'm going to need that to take care of the rest of this. The question is, how do I get down here most optimally? Mad Eyes look a lot better now that I have the shield. I see little reason not to do this now, unless I wanted to go for, like, this shield gem, or this shield gem. This shield gem. Do I want that? What does it cost? I have to fight a gray man. Okay, let me add this up. So the one that I decided was not worth it currently cost me, what, 155 or something? 155. So 155 for that. I'm going to check that against the other one. That also costs 155 plus a bunch of other stuff. Okay, so if that one's not worth it, then this one certainly is not yet. Although that gets me 100 back at the cost of a lot less than 100. You're almost free by now. Getting close. I don't think you're going to be free by the time that happens. Actually, this is better if I had a green key. Would be better if I had a green key. Okay, can I get a green key easily? And I can get one there, but I have to fight a Mad Eye for it. I could survive that, but I couldn't survive much more after that. Well, I get this. That's nice. Alright, so if I didn't get that green key, which one would I get? This one. Which cost me that much. That's less than a Mad Eye. Are there any others available? Oh, hey. I should, I've mostly been paying attention to the amount of damage, but I am kind of close to a Grey Man threshold. I'm very close to a Mad Eye threshold. Okay, yes. So before fighting any more Mad Eyes, if possible, well, before fighting more than one more Mad Eye, maybe go for this. Or, were there any others of those? Just scattered around. None there, just shield. No, I think I've collected up most of them by now. There's one. Guarded by a lot of stuff. So I should mention, I'm out of town at the time that this is going up. I'm having to record a lot of stuff ahead of time, so I don't have the chance to get feedback about this stuff or spend too much time thinking about it, because I'm kind of marathoning this right now. So if I've made some silly decisions, I'm going to have to catch up to them much later. One thing that I realized I forgot to talk about was Rule 8. So Part 1 ended after Rule 7, and I went on to Homeland. There is a Rule 8 that exists. It's apparently a secret and is kind of hard to access. I'm pretty sure. My inclination is that it has to do with the long accessory trading chain that was that I saw at the end of Rule 1. Trying to make a decision here. This is an okay one, I think, but isn't there another green key that... well, as if I'm doing that... oh, but I have to take a goblin hit, too. Don't forget that. Right, so I think Rule 8 is going to involve some sort of accessory trading. I never found a good place to use the hand bomb. Apparently, what I'm supposed to do is, in Rule 1, leave the platform at the exit staircase on the east side so I can actually get back at some point. What am I ultimately trying to do here? Do I need a green key for anything other than that? Yeah, because there was a place, the place where Tendry first walked in from, that I could grappling hook to, potentially, if I had a grappling hook. There was also that grappling hook passage right toward the end of Rule 7, and the other place that was only accessible by portable orb. The portable orb was only accessible by pickaxe, so somewhere there's a pickaxe and a grappling hook. I'll bet... if I were to bet, I would say the pickaxe comes first, so I trade a hand bomb for a pickaxe somehow, trade the pickaxe for a portable orb, trade the portable orb for a grappling hook in that one tunnel, then use the grappling hook in that place and on Rule 1 to get something to somehow let me get where I want to be. Alright, so if I don't want to fight these, and I kind of don't want to fight this, then I would need to spend a green key here. I know where there are at least 2 green keys. There's the one behind all the Greckle gates here. And with the amount of money I have, well, the amount of money I have does not make that any cheaper, it just means I will still have a bunch after I do that. So here's one, and here's one. I did not want to fight another Mad Eye, other than perhaps one of the ones that's guarding the power gem over there before I get that power gem, so I think if I hit a threshold for a Mad Eye, would it do less damage than a Grey Man? 41 times? Yes, it would. Yes. Okay. So there's my plan. Get the power gem. So with the increased attack, I can then take out this Mad Eye for that green key, although I still have to do that. Okay, sure. But that gets me toward these rewards once I have the green key. Okay, so I'd be spending that green key on that. So no, this whole route is for the shield gem. Nope, doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. So leave that there for now. I'll do it a little bit later. This trade is not too bad. But again, I'm like 2 gems away from a threshold on these. Like, I'm not going to get it here. I think this makes sense now. Yeah, that makes sense now. Oh, although I can't actually survive that. Yeah, that does cost a bunch of health. Best places to get health. This one's not terrible. Though I'd rather save it until it's until it doesn't cost me any health to get health. Maybe I should just go for this green key and take it to the south here to get some of this stuff in here. I think... I have a save where I haven't done anything of consequence since I made it. So let's do that and see how it goes. I should probably do a little more actually trying stuff like that rather than trying to do it all in my head. What was I doing? I was getting that green key up there. Right, I walked right out of the room where it was. No, wait. Where is that? Up here. Look! Costs a bit of health. I'm gonna need some. Also gets me a bunch of yellow keys, which is great. I'm looking forward to killing that rattlesnake, because I'm tired of going around it. Still gonna be a while. Ah! Tendry, be smarter, please. Okay. Oh, right, I have to fight a Mad Eye. Could do this. Don't like that trade. What else could I make? Could make this one. That's probably okay. That's probably okay. Is there anything better? Back in the previous floors, there wasn't other... If I don't want to spend a yellow key, I'm going to save this for later. Or maybe never. That doesn't make sense. Wait, there was another in that room. Show me that again. No, Grey Man doesn't make sense. Nope, not going to get that without going through a Grey Man. No. So looks like I'm buying health here. Unless I want to do this. If I did that, would I survive? If I did this, would I survive? How much do I need? So 164 plus 12 plus 46. So 164 plus 46 is 210. 212, 224. Okay, so I need 224. Okay, so that works out nicely. Okay, so I'd rather not fight this antlion now. I'll spend a couple of Greckles, 20 of them, for this, and just barely survive this encounter. Now, wait, so since I've done that, am I going to die on the next screen? Oh, shoot. Don't do that. Or is there health I can pick up here? I need another green key. And so, I also have the problem that I need to fight a rock golem in order to get the goblin biter. I need 2 more green keys, or just 1 more if I'm going to take these goblin hits, which I kind of don't. Okay, I'm at 4 health. That probably is not a good choice. Over here was the goblin biter. I don't know what's down here. This is going to be the exit staircase. Okay. Right, because I never went down there to explore. Okay. So I'll get this green key from here, probably. But if I get the goblin biter first, it might make sense to go in this way? I don't know. Alright, so opening that passageway hasn't actually done anything for me other than put me in perilously low health. That Greckle for health trade on the previous floor is starting to look more appealing. This stuff's super nice. I would very much like to have that, but... I feel like I'm gonna need to do that because I can't hurt these guys. And that is a real problem. Okay, well, I need to go through that hallway at some point. The only way I'm gonna make it cheaper would be if I would pick this thing up. Well, now, hang on. Let's look back here again. Costs me a green key. There's one kind of on the way. Maybe I want to do that. Like, the longer I wait, the less benefit I'm going to... Well, no, that's not true. Well, that is true. The longer I wait, the less benefit I'll get out of that. Okay, so this trade right here... This trade right here... is not the worst thing, but still, +1 attack. No, I want to pass... Now, wait a minute. Didn't I already pass? I didn't do this. Do I want to get health to do this? Maybe. Probably. Yes, I think that's what I want to do. Alright, so let's try this again. It's getting harder and harder not to use this machine. I don't know how long I'll be able to hold out. I want to buy that. That seems like it makes sense. It's not too expensive. Now I want to kill the Grey Man and Mad Eye guarding the power gem. I am pretty sure about these things. I have not done that yet on this save file. Okay, good to know. Cool. Cool. How am I doing with these? Not quite free yet. Okay, with that power gem, I'm only 1 away from a threshold on those. It would be lovely to be able to cross that threshold before I have to fight another. There are no power gems in Homeland. I have taken all of them, unless there's one secret somewhere or something. Yeah. Okay. I have 62 HP. That's gonna be a problem. That is definitely gonna be a problem. Now that I am past the Mad Eye threshold, I would like to do this. I need a little bit more to be able to do it. I think I might want to... Well, no, but see, that doesn't get me there. I was thinking I wanted to make the Greckle trade back in Homeland. But with the lower multiplier, that doesn't give me the health that I need. Neither does this. So you're a little cheaper now, but I can no longer actually survive it. Because I just spent a lot of health on getting that attack. So do I need to do this? Alright, so this is 40 Greckles for 100. I think that's the same ratio as I had in the other place back here. Is this? That's starting to look pretty appealing. That's starting to look quite appealing. So that's a 400. Yeah, that's starting to look extremely appealing. I think I want that, but I'm not quite certain yet. So tell me again about these. That's going to be 10 Greckles for 50. Great trade. Let's do it now. I am fine with that. This is not a thing I'm going to do. This is a thing I'm going to do. Okay, done. 20 Greckles for 50. Probably not. Anything else I want here? No. 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 Oh, I'd love to have that stuff. Can't. And there's nothing else. Okay. Alright. I'm like 99% sure I want to do this. I'll make a save just in case. It's a little less than 400, but it's close enough. Okay, so with this health, what exactly do I want to do? I don't want to do this, but I'm going to have to. Unless I do this and then don't go for the shield gem right away? No, if I'm doing that, I want to go for the shield gem right away. Once I've fought this gray man, yeah, once I've made the decision to fight that gray man, I want to go for that shield gem. Since I've saved recently, let's do that and see if I can make it work. Whoa. I don't have to fight you. Do have to fight you. Right, I was just one short of the threshold for gray men, but I don't think there's no easily accessible attack anywhere. That is not easily accessible, and that's the only one I currently know about other than the machine. I'm gonna have to use that machine if I want to fight Rock Golem. Seems like I don't get a choice. Because I need so much more attack. Yeah, I need a lot more attack. I need 13 more. That just does not exist around here. Alright. Now, does this make sense yet? Once I get one more attack, I feel like that totally makes sense. It might already. I almost certainly want to do this. Let's say I do. Right. Green key exists here. That was a weird way to say that. Not until it's free, or I get desperate for keys. Tar Baby, I haven't actually encountered one of you before. You're tough. Alright, a little bit of extra health here if I need to boost it up. It's not going to be a big boost, but it's some. Alright. So let's do this. I need a green key. I need a green key. I'm going to need to fight a gray man for it. Okay. Fine. So I'll do this to make sure I can survive the fight, which I certainly can. If I'm fighting that gray man... Should I have done this already? I feel like by the time I get a little more attack, I will... But I have to take the goblin hit. I have to take the goblin hit. I don't want to take that goblin hit. Okay. Because of having to take the goblin hit, I don't think I want to do that right now. There was nothing I wanted right here, right now. Okay. Here's where the thing I want is. Stuff. The later floors in Part 1 were really complicated in ways that I felt like made them a little less enjoyable. This is complicated in ways that makes it much more enjoyable. Like, I'm really liking Rule 2 much more than 1. Or, Part 2 much more than Part 1. It is nice. I need another green key. There's one. I need another green key for this if I want the Goblin Biter, which I do. And that one costs some Greckles. Okay. So pay Greckles for that. However, this is here. That's something I'd like. It's going to cost 128 health. No, more. A lot more. Because I have to do this, and also unlock a door. Whoa. That costs 384 health. If I go this way, I can make it cheaper, and I would go that way anyway because I need that green key. Okay. Does this make sense to do right now? Am I going to be getting any shield gems before I do that? I don't think so. What am I going back for? Actually, nothing. I just want to do this right now. Fighting another Grey Man, which is unfortunate, but it's just gotta be done. Okay, so this way is open. I don't believe I have been in this room before. No, I have not. I need a wooden sword for that. That's fine. A wooden sword is nearby. I can fight a mud baby for that, and this, and lions for that. Okay, so this is nice. This is not the exit. I thought this would be the exit. It's not. I want this. I'd like to have that, but I can't really get it. If I'm going to use the machine, it would have been better to use it a lot earlier. Like, at this point, I don't feel like I get an option to not use it. Oh, hey! I can save a green key here. Cool, let's do it. Technically, it's worth more points to use the green key than 3 yellows. Okay, well, that's a consideration. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. Wooden sword. Let's get the wooden sword. Wooden sword is here, not there. Gotta do this dance every time to not take damage from those. Oh wait, I want to be here. Cool. Okay, so that's a yellow key for after fighting a mud baby. That. Yeah, I only have to fight 1. Mud babies are extremely cheap right now, aren't they? Well, if I had a different sword. I can get a different sword now. So mud babies at this point cost 8. 8 is not 0. Okay, so hang on. I will want to be in here. I still can't hurt you. I saved at this thing not long ago. Hey wait, I haven't been over here. Maybe that's where the exit is. Maybe that's where the exit is. I haven't been either of those places. Okay. I kinda don't want to have done that. So I'll save my antlion health for now, because I might pick up a shield gem before I... or another power gem. Yeah, I'm trying to get a power gem, right? Whoa! Oh, right! I can go through the force arrow. Of course. Okay. Done with wooden sword. Since that cost me nothing and stuff, that can save that again. I really just want this before I have any required goblin fights. It's going to cost... not too much. There's a green key in there, that's nice. Why is there a green door here? It's already open. Does this close it? No. Why do you exist? I don't get a fighting advantage from standing on a door, do I? Like, to my knowledge, I don't. No, it's the same. I don't know why that exists. Alright. So what am I doing? What am I doing? What can I even do at this point? Other than go to the machine and buy attack, which I don't want to do. But if I was going to do it, I should have done it much earlier. I don't think I'm going to get a chance not to because, well, so that would involve... that would probably involve fighting a lot of goblins without the goblin biter. Probably. Here's what I'm going to do. Since I autosaved recently, let's explore in this direction and get some information. Goblin King is the boss of this floor. Mad Eyes guard something? Okay. Good stuff. Requires a green key. Can I survive this? Yes. What? Was this an odd little puzzle? That's expensive. So 500... Like, I can door walk, sure, and then door walk back. Got it. Okay. So this does cost two... This does cost one yellow key. Okay. Hey, look at that! Okay. Since I'm exploring... That is conveniently close to this. Oh, Ryers. I need a special sword to deal with those. Brained brains, still 0 damage. Oops, well, if I do this. Couple of free grackles. A little free health. Well, that's helpful. Well, I don't regret that decision. I do not regret any of the decisions I've made here. In fact, yeah, look at my health. I'm in good shape. I like that. I want this stuff. Where will I get a green key to get it? Need blue key to get to Goblin King. Where will I get a green key to get that? There, maybe? How will I hurt a rock golem? I'll have to upgrade my attack at the machine. I don't want to. But I have to, right? Like, supposedly it's possible not to do that, unless that's the only... Unless those two are the only two machines that exist. But I find that unlikely. I passed the Grey Man threshold for that, right? I think I want that thing at this point. I really need that Goblin Biter. I really need that Goblin Biter. Oh. See, I really hate spending anything at the machine now, because if I'm going to use that machine, it would make an enormous difference to go back and do it when I had first encountered it. But I didn't know I would specifically need to. I don't trust NPC advice, especially since that one guy told me to get above the swordsman's attack threshold before fighting him, and that's impossible. but there is not enough attack lying around for me to possibly be able to harm a rock golem ever without using the machine at least, what, 3 times? Okay, so how much attack is there lying around? Let me get a count. 2. 4. 6. 6, that's it. There's 6 attack. So I could get up to 62. I will need to use the machine at least twice. Oh, that's unfortunate. But I'm not really given an option. Okay, so since I know what's down there, let me go back at least just a little bit. I know I want to do that. If I'm buying if I'm buying 8 attack at the machine, then I might as well do it as early as I want to bother doing.
Attack boosted. Have a nice day. Attack boosted.
Alright, attack boosted. I will have a nice day. Yeah, again, it would be much better to go back a lot further and do that when at the earliest possible time that I encounter that machine, but I don't wanna. You know, instead of that, I want to know that. So that still hasn't made Antlands any cheaper. Almost called that a water skipper. Wait. Having done this, before I do that stuff, should I go see that gray man for some shields? The defense stuff? Are there any gray men around? How am I doing against them? Better? Still would have to take the goblin hit. Tendry. Like, if I'm saying this doesn't make sense now, well, it makes sense after the goblin biter. I already got this one. Alright, no, not doing it. I want to turn up my attack speed. Don't want it to be instant, but I want it to be quick.
You haven't seen
Ouch.
the last of me!
Oh, that is speedy. Yes, this is a place I want to be as soon as I get a green key. Okay, so that's 2 more attack that was lying around. So with that information, that might mean... Well, no, I counted it, because that was on my map at the time that I counted, right? Running a little low on yellow keys. Oh, I've made a mistake. Well, this sword trading is kind of silly, but necessary. Yeah, no, it makes 0 sense to go back for another sword, and yeah, that doesn't do any damage to me anyway. Neat. Okay, so health, much better. How cheap are mud babies at this point? Still 8. Do I really want to wait for the goblin biter to do that? I don't know. Alright. So, what is it? 2 more power gems, and I can hurt those. There's one. And the other one was... That's not going to happen. Ah, shoot. I need to use the machine again, don't I? Because I was counting that, which I don't want to get until I've gotten the Goblin Biter. Yeah, I need to use the machine again. Yeah, that was the only other one. Alright, fine. One more machine usage, I guess. Blah. So where was that? It was one of these autosaves. Was it this one? No, that was after I used the machine. Did that get... Ah, that got overwritten. Aw, man. Alright, fine. Fine. Actually, right, this was immediately after I used it, so this cost me nothing. Okay. Not so bad.
Welcome to Designer Matter.
Yes, 80 grackles, yes, increase attack.
Boosted.
Wish I didn't have to, but I have to. Alright, how are you doing? Still like that. I want a green key. I guess I'll get this one. So having done that, right, I want the stuff in that one Wraithwing room. Then I'll fight that grey man for the shield gem, I think. I'm doing a terrible job at being consistent. Oh, cool, those are free now. I'm doing a terrible job at being consistent about my criteria for getting that shield gem. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no. But anyway, I can get this right now, I think. Hi.
The king of goblins dominates this region. There is but one blade he fears, and he keeps it under guard.
I will have it before I fight him. How am I doing against him right now? Woohoo! 13,000. Nearly 14,000. I wish there were a combat rate in between the one that I have now and the one that's one slower than it. Because this is just slightly faster than I'd like. That other one was slightly slower than I'd like. Oh well. This one's fine. I don't know if it's necessary. I think it's not necessary to kill those Wraithwings with the short sword. But it doesn't really matter much. Okay. So the amount of attack I have. I'm going to get that shield gem. Which lives where? Not getting in there until I have the Goblin Biter. Oh hey, there's a green key. Hey. There's a green key. I don't strictly need that right now. But it's a thing that exists. That I should remember. Alright, so what's this going to cost me? 81 plus... I do absolutely have to take a goblin hit, right? Yeah, because I can't... Yep. 60. Since I picked up the gem on the same turn as that decreased it. Okay. So I think at that point it was definitely worth it. It probably was earlier than that. But that was how I decided to make my decisions. Okay. That was how I decided to decide. Does this make sense yet? Mud babies are probably free. Mud babies are probably free. Antlions are definitely free. That makes sense. Antlions are free. Yeah! Grey men are getting much cheaper. And I like that. Gotta fight goblins there. So yes, mud babies are free. And I can hurt you now. And you don't do too much damage. Okay. So Goblin Biter is available to me. It's not an extremely high immediate priority, but it is a high priority. This is as good as it's ever going to get, which is pretty great. Alright. Do I want to do this now? I have 1140 HP. Mad Eyes have gotten nice and cheap. That's a shield gem. Getting the Goblin Biter first won't help me, so yes, that totally makes sense. Hold it. Attack thresholds. Should I do this first? I would take 3 hits. 5 hits. Which would save how much? Let's see. So +2 means... Well, here, instead of doing that, let's just do this. So 360 from that if I do that. Compared to 160, yes, that makes more sense. That saves me way more. Okay! I feel, finally, much better prepared for everything. I'm short on keys, so I should keep a close eye on that. I do need a yellow key for this, but it gives me one. Do I need any other keys to get in? No. I would have to take a couple of goblin hits. Or fight some goblins. I'm going to get this goblin biter, then call it a day. Okay, so this... Yes, let's do that now. That's a great idea. Why, Tendry? That was not what I was after. What I'm after is over here. Oops. Gotta face it. Mad Eye, how much do you cost from the back? Only 33. Neat. Okay, might as well do this since it's here. There's a green key. Don't need it yet, but I will someday. It is impressive just how quickly things go from seeming just totally impossible and unmanageable to being completely fine. Like I just crossed some threshold. Well, it was when I used the machine, though, and I wish I hadn't had to. But I did have to. So now I know that those autosaves overwrite each other, so don't rely on them. I have to take 1 goblin hit here, and 2. Yeah, 2 here. Yep. Fine, fine, you'll just hit me twice. Yeah, there's no way I'm taking you down in fewer hits than that. Alright, Mr. Rock Golem. Yeah. Yes, go away, tooltip. Oops, oops, no. Not yet. Goblin Biter for me! Oh yeah! Alright. I get a green key for my trouble. Goblins are way cheaper now. I'll have to decide how to get out of here. I want this stuff. I could spend a yellow key, but that seems silly. I'd rather save them. Okay, great. So I got the Goblin Biter. That's where I'm going to stop today. Things are looking pretty good for me. I wish I had made a couple of decisions differently. I don't know how to avoid using that machine, so I wish I had used it as soon as I saw it. If I somehow had the foresight that I will need to buy attack twice here, then I could have done that. Or if I wish to go way back to my save and redo everything, which I don't, I'll do that someday. So yeah, noted for next time, I needed to buy attack twice at that machine. Supposedly there's a way to avoid it. I don't know that way. Alright, I'll see you next time to actually use this Goblin Biter and hopefully finish this floor. This one is taking a long time. It's turned out to be enormously complex. I don't know how much longer this game is. Probably... I would guess part 2 is at least as long as part 1, so a good long time yet. Alright, cool. Well, I'll see you next time.